Hey everyone, Jared here from Quick Reload Gaming. I'm joined by Scotty Kunavong, and we're going to be talking about the Xbox E3 conference that just wrapped up, some of our reactions and how we thought it went. So let's jump right in. Obviously the biggest thing in this conference that we were looking for was information on Scorpio.
Oh yeah.
And we got everything I think that we were expecting to get, at least information-wise. We've got the name, Xbox One X.
Which I think is a pretty good name for it.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this like a month or two ago, I think, that we talked about, or even in our prediction video, we might have even talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there was an article that came out earlier today saying that it was going to be called Xbox Scorpio, which also I think would have been fine, but
I wouldn't have minded, that's for sure.
Yeah, but I think it makes sense, I think, and kind of streamlines it and puts it in the, kind of order of things, and it makes sense.
I agree. I still think they should have went with the Xbox 1, 2, 3, Go. I think that would have been really good.
No.
No?
So we got a release date of November 7th, which I think was the only part of this prediction that I got wrong. I think I said October.
Yeah, you definitely predicted a little bit earlier. I think I think it comes out at a good time, right?
Yeah.
Right before the holiday rush.
Pretty standard console release date. So, and $4.99 for the price point, which is also what I thought it would be.
I thought it was going to be a little more expensive, just because of all the hardware they had inside of it. I thought it was going to be $50 more. I'm glad that I was wrong. And the form factor of it is surprisingly smaller than I was anticipating too, because when you look at the PlayStation 4 and then the PS4 Pro, you get significantly bigger with the unit. And then when you have your Xbox One S, which is already a significant size drop from the Xbox One, to drop it down more to the Xbox One X, it's just that just took me by surprise.
Yeah, it's the smallest Xbox ever made. So kind of with that, they talked about liquid cooling, which is something first for a gaming console.
Yeah, it's really sweet.
Reiterated some of the specs that they talked about earlier this year. But yeah, overall, it seems like a powerful console, and kind of coming out at the price point that we expected. I know that some people are still kind of upset at the price point, saying it's too much because the PS4 Pro is $400. I mean, I think you and me are looking at it more rationally in the sense that if this is truly playing 4K games at 60 frames per second, which I know they said at least one of the games they showed was doing that, then it's not a bad price for that kind of hardware. Yeah,
to be gaming in 4K, you need a pretty powerful computer as it is right now. $500 to play 4K, that's pretty reasonable. The list of games they have being able to play in 4K isn't the greatest library yet, but it takes time to develop these patches to upscale these games. So I'm going in with metered expectations like I usually do.
Yeah, and just so you guys know, just some of the games that they've said that is going to be able to play at 4K: Final Fantasy 15, Resident Evil 7, Ghost Recon, Rocket League, Forza Horizon 3, Gears of War 4, Halo Wars 2 are some of the ones that are already out that will be getting that update to go up to 4K. And then they kind of said, it seemed like they were saying, from now on, most of the games that are going to be coming out past the release date will be in 4K. It seemed like they were trying to say.
That's what they make it seem like. That's what I'm hoping for. Just for this console, just to make sense.
Yeah. I mean, they, immediately after they showed exactly what I expected them to, Forza Motorsport 7.
Yeah.
Running.
Which is the perfect game to display what 4K should be, just because that's always been their bread and butter. That's what they show all their new engines with. That's what they show their new consoles with, and it looks beautiful. Yeah.
And they said that was running at 4K, 60 frames per second. The video that I was seeing seemed a little choppy, but I couldn't tell if that was because of the stream or if that was...
Yeah, can never find a good stream for this stuff.
Yeah, so... But yeah, I mean... it's going to be interesting to see how. Like, I don't expect it to be much different than PS4 Pro in the sense of how it sells and like the audience it's catering to.
Yeah.
And I think they realize that. I think it'll do better than the Pro did, just because I think the way that they announced it and the way that they're going to be, using it going forward, I think it makes more sense. Whereas PS4 just didn't, the Pro didn't get enough attention. And
with the Xbox One X, they definitely know their audience, what they're going for. They're going for those hardcore Xbox gamers that want to game in 4K, which is fine. The Xbox One S, doesn't that still upscale to 4K as well?
It'll upscale media to 4K. It does not do anything like it has. It's supposed to help games run better, but it's not supposed to do anything 4K wise with games.
Yeah.
So it'll still play 4K Blu-rays. I mean, if someone's looking for a 4K media player with the possibility of playing some games here or there, Xbox One S is still a really good price point for doing that, since you're going to pay about the same price for a 4K Blu-ray player.
Actually, for the next couple weeks, Xbox One S is supposed to go down to $200.
$200,
which for a 4K Blu-ray player is insanely good.
Yeah.
Because the 4K Blu-ray players out right now are $300-$400, and you can just get a multifunctional unit that you can play games on and watch your 4K media on for $200, which is great.
Yeah. So, so heading into the rest of the conference, a lot of games. A lot of games that we already kind of knew about.
Yeah.
In the one that there's a couple that kind of shown through everything else for me. Metro, which they showed early on.
Yeah, Metro looks really cool. Is that one an exclusive, or is it a timed exclusive?
I don't think it's either. I don't think they said exclusive at all for that one. It was just a worldwide premiere.
Okay.
Running, and they specifically said it was running on the Xbox One X, and the graphics looked amazing.
It did look really good.
Yeah, it was incredible. And I thought that's what it was when it popped up. I was saying I think it's Metro, but yeah, I mean, I played the other two. I didn't play the first Metro. I only played Last Light.
Yeah.
But I liked it. It's an interesting, post-apocalyptic, story. Environment's cool. The enemies are always, these weird altered, creatures. So it's interesting.
Yeah, just seeing that badger bear come at you. I was like, oh my god,
the badger.
Yeah, the badger.
So yeah, that was a cool little gameplay clip there. But
then we also got to see Assassin's Creed Origins.
Yep.
Which I'm on the fence about. I haven't played an Assassin's Creed since Assassin's Creed 3. This trailer did look really cool. I like the setting. The setting is really sweet. Just him scaling down a pyramid was awesome.
Yeah. I mean, Assassin's Creed used to be my favorite game series. But the thing that was, keeping me there was Desmond's whole storyline. Now they've kind of gone off and kind of just, done these one year after another, and they don't really. I mean, there's correlations between them, but there's no overarching story, which is what Desmond was. So
yeah,
I was looking for more from that, and there hasn't really been anything. I've still played every single one. I don't buy them the day it comes out like I used to. I usually wait Black Friday, usually a nice $35 or something, but
which is a decent price for those type of games.
Yeah, and I'm still gonna pick it up. I'm gonna play it because I haven't played one 2 years or whatever. And it's a different environment. I feel like it's gonna feel like the first couple a lot.
I feel like it's just gonna hit the same old note that every Assassin's Creed hits once you actually get into the game. I feel like it's just gonna be a skin. I hope it's when we saw the trailer right near the end where he was doing the slow motion shots, I thought that was kind of cool. It reminded me of Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, that was cool.
A lot like Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, so I mean the environments looked good. It looked interesting. Character models not so much. Kind of same looking Assassin's Creed type games, but I'm sure we'll see more of that before it comes out. October 27th. Yeah.
Yep.
Heat-seeking arrows.
Yeah, that shot right at the end where it's just going straight and then it goes.
Yeah, you guys watch the gameplay video. It looks like he completely misses this guy with an arrow, and then he controls it and moves it and hits the guy with it.
Yeah, unless like you get some weird Egyptian god power that makes it into a heat-seeking arrow.
It's probably something stupid like that.
Yeah, probably.
A game that's been super popular with PC players, I've heard a lot about, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, coming to Xbox One console exclusively.
Yep, late 2017, which is really cool. I love watching people play PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. It's super fun.
I actually haven't watched any streams of it. I've seen gameplay clips, but what do you think? Like, what are some things that shine through when you're watching it?
It's just like how many people are in the match, what you can do. They also do the proximity chat. So once you get close to somebody, you can hear them. It's just a giant mess, especially on PC, which makes it hilarious. Just like a lot of the streamers I've watched, they've always run into bugs and glitches, and they just make light of it. It's really cool. It's all survival, and I really want to get it, so I just have it in my Steam library, just waiting for a sale. Yeah. I think it's pretty cool that it's come to Xbox. I wish it was coming to PS4, so I can buy it for that. But
and that it's like what, $30 on Steam, right? 30.
I think it's 40.
40. Okay. Yeah, I mean it's pretty much Battle Royale, and if you guys haven't seen Battle Royale, go watch it. Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited. It looks cool. And it seemed like from what they were saying that it might even first come to Xbox as like a preview game, like they do, like still in beta kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because then they said something about like updates coming to the full version. But I know the other cool thing about the game is that as soon as you die, you can immediately just bounce and jump into a new game.
Yeah.
You don't have to sit there and wait and see what happens. You still, you don't lose anything. Whereas in other games, if you don't stay till the end of a game like this, you're gonna not get your XP or not get whatever. But
yeah, which is really nice. I would hate to just sit after, like, let's say you walk into the town, you get sniped right away, and then you have to sit for 30 plus minutes to the match ends, just because the maps are pretty big. Like, there is a time limit on the actual match where they close down areas, and if you're in that area, you just die. But still, like, waiting throughout the whole match would suck.
So, some more stuff we were expecting. State of Decay 2 looked.
Yeah, it didn't really do anything for me. It just looked like it was like another zombie game. Graphic wise, it didn't blow me away either.
Not at all.
Yeah. I was expecting more from it. The trailer was actually just really bland.
The original like trailer that they did last year for State of Decay 2, like that was like, we thought it was Left 4 Dead originally, but like it looked cool. Like they did a good job with that, and then like some other people are saying like that trailer didn't really depict what State of Decay is really about.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I mean I didn't play the first one, so I'm not gonna speak to that much, but yeah, overall not anything too crazy.
Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
I think we were both surprised and very pumped about that.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting Dragon Ball Z to be in a Microsoft conference. That kind of just took me by surprise. And how it looks, it just looks really cool. The 3v3 match looks insane.
Yeah, just like a whole mess.
Mm-hmm. Just the way the art is and how they whenever they do their special moves looks really cool. It looks like they like jump out of a panel of like a comic book and then do their move.
Yeah, and I also like that it doesn't seem like it's going to be a full $60 game, because I'm tired of paying $60 for Dragon Ball Z games when they just end up being subpar. I mean,
yeah, we get them, and we play them for like a couple weeks together, and then that's it.
Yeah, so yeah, that was cool. Of course, Minecraft has to show up.
Oh my god, I'm so excited for! I am so pumped just to see those blocks in 4K.
But did you see that water though?
Did you see the leaves on the tree?
No, I mean, I could tell a difference from when I played Minecraft and what they were showing. Like, looks like they put some time into the sunsets and how it looked on it and the water and all that. But like, really, like, who cares? Who's playing Minecraft?
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, we don't need more Minecraft. Like, what new can you really show us with Minecraft? And like, everything that you could do with Minecraft has been done. Like, the community is so tight and they share everything. Everything's been done.
Yeah.
Like, just having a higher resolution on the game that already looks kind of bad. It's just like, I don't know, how much can you polish a turd?
Yeah.
Not that I'm saying I don't like Minecraft, because we used to play Minecraft all the time.
Yeah.
But seriously, it just gets too much love nowadays.
This has got to be like 4 or 5 years in a row that Minecraft has been at Xbox's conference. It's just like,
yeah, and nothing from HoloLens.
No,
I was expecting to see something about HoloLens there.
I think it's going to cost too much money for what they're. I don't see it coming out.
Yeah, and I feel like it would have probably took a lot of the limelight from Xbox One X if they did bring out HoloLens.
Yeah. We saw some kind of JRPG and those kind of games with Code Vein and Black Desert MMO.
Yeah.
Which are very like Eastern, like Asian type, RPG MMO kind of games. They both looked cool. It's interesting to see stuff like that at a Microsoft conference because they don't have much as many sales over there. And
yeah, they don't really. I feel like their Eastern audience, they don't really have a big one.
Yeah, because usually I don't cater to it. So maybe they're trying to get some of those games and try to cater to that and maybe make some more sales elsewhere. But they also have people in the West that love their JRPGs. So I'm sure giving them some stuff, because usually obviously PlayStation's known for that kind of thing. So
Cuphead
gets a release date.
Finally gets a release date. It looks so good. I've been waiting forever for it, and just like, I would like when I first saw the first trailer for it, I was just like, that looks really interesting. I like the art direction that they're going with it, and the gameplay just looks fun. And I'm just like, this looks like it can get developed within like a couple years from now. And a couple years they took.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are just like, oh, that game's finally coming out. Like, no one's excited anymore because it just took way too long. I mean, I'm sure it'll still sell well for like a indie Xbox ID title, but yeah, I mean, I'll pick it up. It looks cool, and September 29th is the release date for that guy, so a couple months away. So 2 games that we, I think, expected the most to see, because they were already announced: Crackdown 3 and Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves still isn't coming out this year,
which blows my mind, because the past couple years, has it been, or was it just announced last year?
They've shown it for, if you include this year, 3 E3s in a row.
Yeah, and the trailer did not do anything for me. Like, it looks like it could be fun. It's just that the trailer dragged on a little too long.
Yeah, they spent way too much time on it, especially with how much time they spent on it last year.
Yeah,
I really just wanted them to come and be like, "Hey guys, remember that game last year? This is when it's coming out, and give us a release date." Like,
I was hoping for just like, "Hey, we have our release date. It comes out tomorrow."
Yeah, something like that could have been really good for Xbox, and obviously Rare is not ready to release it, so that's supposed to be an early 2018 game.
Yeah.
Crackdown 3 is coming out this year, alongside the release date of the Xbox One X, November 7th.
Which, when I saw Terry Crews, I actually got really excited. It was like, oh man, this is going to be awesome. I want to play as Terry Crews in Crackdown 3. Like, that'd be so dope. And once they actually showed the gameplay trailer, I was like, I mean, okay, it looks alright.
It gave me the same feeling that Sunset Overdrive gave me. Like, when I watched the trailer, I'm just like, oh, okay, jumping around all crazy and whatever. Yeah, I mean, even like the other trailers that they showed for Crackdown before, I think were better than this one. Like It's just the graphics didn't look very good, and I don't know, it seemed like that was like a multiplayer type trailer that they were showing because there were multiple people jumping around doing whatever.
Yeah.
And I know I didn't really play much of Crackdown 1 or 2, but I know like I mean, I think the main thing of it was the single player that, everyone enjoyed. So I don't know really what they're focusing on with the game. I guess we'll see, but it's coming out this year, and I think that's really the only big first-party game that's coming out this year, this holiday for Xbox.
Yeah, for this whole conference, I was waiting to see what that first-party game that was going to wow me was going to be, and it didn't hit at any point.
No?
And I was just
Super Lucky's Tale didn't get you there? Yeah, it was disappointing. They show this Super Lucky's Tale, which is actually an exclusive, not a timed exclusive.
Yeah.
It just looked bad. Like, it looked like them attempting to do Super Mario 3D World that came out on the Wii U.
Yeah.
It looked like they're attempting to do that, and they don't realize that they can't do what Nintendo does in that area. Like, it's just not the same thing.
Yeah, like, if it comes out, I hope it's not a full $60. That's for sure. It doesn't look like it would be a game like that.
Yeah.
All right.
And then they just jumped into after that like a whole montage of ID at Xbox indie games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some of them do look cool. Ashen was one that they showed for a little bit, and I thought that one looked kind of cool.
Yeah.
But and then the new Ori game, Ori and the Will of the Wisp, which didn't have a release date or anything. I didn't play the original Ori and the Blind Forest, but I heard that got really good reviews.
I heard really good things about it too.
So I'm sure I'll eventually play that. But I mean, when they come out there and say like, "Hey, we're going to show you 42 games. 22 of them are console exclusives," like at the beginning of the show, you're just like, "That sounds awesome."
Yeah, and just like you're just hoping, just like, man, they must have some new first party IP or any good first party game that's going to be console exclusive, and let down.
Yeah. And in my mind, obviously, I'm a huge Xbox fanboy. Like, I hate when conferences just drop these game trailers for games that come out 3 years later.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that Microsoft's like in their head, they're just like, all right, we got a new console that we can talk about for a while. Hopefully that can get people excited. We could drop these trailers for these games that are going to come out at the end of 2018, so we have something, or we can just kind of take the hit this year, and then next year we'll have a ton of games to show, and they're all coming out this year, kind of thing.
Yeah,
and that's what I like to think in my head, and I hope that's going to happen. Because if they have another bad conference next year where they don't have any new games to show, like I'm just going to be pissed.
They have to. They're like in this. Like, with how strong Sony has been with the past couple of years, they have to. They need to get some first-party games out. They need to have games ready.
Yeah, and I know, Sony's conference is going to blow people away. I mean, even with us knowing a lot of the games that they're going to show, like, it's going to be stuff people want to see. People want to see God of War. People want to see The Last of Us 2, you know, and, whatever other IPs are going to be reviving, or I'm still standing by they're not going to show a new IP, but I'm sure we're going to see some new sequels for some older IPs that they haven't done in a couple years. But yeah, so I mean, they really got to figure out, they need to have a plan, because otherwise Xbox One X is going to come out this holiday, it's not going to sell well, and then they're going to have no games announcing for next year. I mean, next year I'm sure we'll see Halo. Yeah. Because we didn't this year, but I mean, it's only going to get you so far. Even if they showed a trailer for Halo today, I would feel the same right now. Like,
right? Yeah, because it wouldn't come out anytime soon.
Yeah, it wouldn't come out till at closest next year, and it would just be a trailer. I'm sure they wouldn't even show gameplay. So yeah, I mean, yeah.
The one big takeaway from the Microsoft conference, Anthem.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it looks so good.
Yeah, blew both of us away.
It gave me the vibe that Destiny gave me when they first revealed it. This is what I wanted Destiny to be, in my opinion. Like, it looks really cool. Just the way the sequences they did, where you're flying through the air and you're in your like mech suit, and then you go dive into the water, and then you come back out into the land. And just like it's really sweet.
Yeah, and I know like that world looked huge and incredible, and I know I'm just gonna want to explore every single piece of it, and just it'll be a fun adventure to do with multiple people, with your friends. They showed 4 people I think playing together at one point, so I don't know if it's gonna try to take on the same qualities that you're inviting like Destiny has, where you're inviting a certain amount of people, like only up to 4. I know Destiny does the 3 for the squads, but
I'm just hoping it holds up in single player, to where the story and the gameplay is good enough to where you don't need to have people. It's just more enjoyable when you have people with you. Because I know, like in the Division, it got kind of bare, especially with Destiny. For me, at least, I didn't play any of the expansions after they came out. But like right when Destiny came out, like playing by myself just did not seem fun. But but Anthem just looks really good. It gives me a lot of hope.
Yeah, and that's supposed to be 2018.
Supposed to be.
Hopefully, I mean, at least that what they showed us looked real nice, looked real polished. Obviously, they want that to look like that when they're showing it to us, but
yeah,
who knows how long BioWare has actually been working on this?
Yeah,
I was kind of upset that EA felt the need to announce this game yesterday and not show us anything.
Yeah, we were talking about that. It would have made so much more sense if EA just didn't say anything about it, and then just have Microsoft just lay it out on the table.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been a much better surprise. I think reactions would have been a lot better. Not as many people were watching the EA conference yesterday, so they were just like, oh, they announced this new BioWare IP, and people are just reading articles about it, and they're like, oh, we're going to see more. So that everyone was expecting it, especially when they save it for the last thing. Yeah. It's like, oh, I wonder what they're going to show, and they specifically said they're going to show Anthem today, like, you know what I mean? So
takes the fun out of it, takes the surprise out of it, and yeah, I wish they just did it differently, but
yeah,
that's how conference go now.
Yeah. So, and the only other thing was backwards compatibility for original Xbox games. So, they're gonna be doing that. Yeah,
it's. I had the Xbox when it first came out. I can't remember for the life of me what games on the original Xbox that I would have loved to play that hasn't already been like remastered or put on the Xbox 360.
Yeah.
That's just me, but
yeah, we'll see. Well, yeah, guys. So that was our reaction to the Xbox E3 conference 2017. Look out for our reaction to Sony's conference tomorrow. We'll probably be throwing in a little bit of Bethesda 2 that is on at midnight.
Eastern time
tonight. So, but yeah, keep an eye out. Check us out, youtube.com. Search Quick Reload Gaming, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram also.
Don't forget to comment and subscribe.
Have a good one.